Welcome to Healing for the Holidays. I'm Jackie Calmering and I'll be your guide. This session is a part of a series of 12. Each one stands on its own. Each one supports a different emotional experience that often occurs during the holidays. Feel free to watch one or all 12 and watch them more than once if that works. Now, if you know of someone in your circle who could benefit from watching any of these, feel free, pass them along. This is my gift to you. Now, before we begin, for your safety and the safety of those around you, if at any point you do not feel safe, please put this on pause and reach out to someone for support. Now, as we tap, emotions will begin to arise. Anger, sadness, frustration, to name just a few. Emotions are really only meant to last for a short length of time. So if you can continue to tap, they will start to dissipate out of your body. Now, you don't need to explain anything. You don't need to relive your past. You just need to stay with what you're feeling in the here and the now. If any of the words that I use don't quite land for you, trust your body. You're welcome to use a different word or a different phrase. If English isn't your first language, feel free to use words from your mother tongue. Just follow what feels right for you. Your body, it knows how to heal. We're just here to help support and guide it. To start, let's take one slow, deep breath in and exhale. Healing with the Holidays, Session 4, Family Pressure, Guilt, and Obligation. We'll begin with the setup statements. We're tapping on the karate chop point of the hand with the fingers of the opposite hand. So just tap and listen. Even though family pressure feels heavy during the holidays, and I feel pulled by expectations and obligations, I'm allowing myself to notice how this lives in my body. Even though I feel guilt about saying no, changing plans, or wanting space, I am open to acknowledging how uncomfortable this feels. Even though I feel responsible for keeping the peace, meeting everyone else's needs, I'm allowing myself to be honest about how exhausting this is. So now, as we move into the points for round 1, I'm going to cue you as to what point we're on. After that, just follow along. If you miss one, no worries, move on to the next. I will say the phrase, and then I will say it again, and you can repeat with me. Always good to repeat it out loud. So on the eyebrow point, I feel family pressure during the holidays. I feel family pressure during the holidays. On the side of the eye, there are so many expectations placed on me. There are so many expectations placed on me. Under the eye, I feel pulled in different directions. I feel pulled in different directions. Under the nose, it feels hard to please everyone. It feels hard to please everyone. On the chin, this pressure weighs on me. This pressure weighs on me. Under the collarbone, my body feels tense around family obligations. My body feels tense around family obligations. On the top of the head, I am carrying a lot of family pressure. I am carrying a lot of family pressure. I feel guilty when I want to say no. I feel guilty when I want to say no. I worry about disappointing people. I worry about disappointing people. Under the I put others' needs ahead of my own. I put others' needs ahead of my own. This guilt feels uncomfortable. This guilt feels uncomfortable. I feel torn inside. I feel torn inside. My body reacts strongly to this guilt. My body reacts strongly to this guilt. I feel weighed down by obligation. I feel weighed down by obligation. I feel responsible for keeping the peace. I feel responsible for keeping the peace. I try to avoid conflict. I try to avoid conflict. I swallow my feelings to keep things calm. I swallow my feelings to keep things calm. This costs me a lot emotionally. This costs me a lot emotionally. I feel frustrated and unseen. I feel frustrated and unseen. My body holds this tension. My body holds this tension. I am tired of carrying this role. I am tired of carrying this role. I feel resentment building inside me. I feel resentment building inside me. I feel angry but do not express it. I feel angry but do not express it. I hold in what I feel. I hold in what I really feel. This anger has nowhere to go. This anger has nowhere to go. And that makes me feel stuck. And that makes me feel stuck. My body feels tight with frustration. My body feels tight with frustration. I am carrying anger and resentment. I'm carrying anger and resentment. These obligations drain my energy. These obligations drain my energy. I feel emotionally exhausted. I feel emotionally exhausted. I feel tense before family gatherings. I feel tense before family gatherings. I brace myself for interactions. I brace myself for interactions. This anticipation wears me down. This anticipation wears me down. My body stays on alert. My body stays on alert. I feel depleted by family pressure. I feel depleted by family pressure. I am noticing how this pressure affects me. I am noticing how this pressure affects me. I feel it clearly in my body. I feel it clearly in my body. I am allowing these feelings to be acknowledged. I am allowing these feelings to be acknowledged. I do not need to minimize this experience. I do not need to minimize this experience. I can stay present with these emotions. I can stay present with these emotions. I am taking care of myself in this moment. I am taking care of myself in this moment. I am allowed to feel what I feel about my family. I am allowed to feel what I feel about my family. Take a moment. Take a deep breath and just feel into what you're feeling in your body now. So before we finish, you've checked in with yourself If you're feeling some relief, allow yourself to rest in that peace for a moment. Then, if you want to deepen that, do the session again another day. If you didn't feel much change yet, you can certainly listen to this session again. Sometimes it may not be the exact wording that your body needed at that moment. You may want to listen again, tap a few more rounds, and use your own words as they come up. It can also be very important to translate the phrases into your mother tongue so that your body can recognize them. If you are feeling more emotional, tender, or unsettled since the tapping, that often means that we have touched something that has been looking to be expressed. Something that you can do is I invite you to continue tapping while saying whatever words, thoughts, phrases come to you. Allow those to be expressed in a safe way. For now, take care of yourself, rest if you can, hydrate your body. Water is important for when we're doing this work. Be kind to yourself. If this session felt supportive and you're sensing that you would like more guidance on your healing journey, I might be the guide that you've been searching for. I invite you to watch my free 15-minute masterclass, When the Past Still Hurts, a New Path to Relief. In it, you will come to understand more about how emotions are stored in your body and how this kind of work helps to move them out. The link to sign up, it's included with the link to this session. Now, as we come to a close of this session, I want to gently acknowledge where you are right now. However this season is unfolding for you, whether it feels full or quiet, complicated or heavy, I wish you moments of softness during the holidays. Moments where you can just breathe a little bit easier, and moments where you feel even a small sense of support and peace. I thank you for taking this time, and I hope that you take good care of yourself.